Okay, so we're going to go ahead and do this. So my common denominator is going to be x minus 1 and x minus 4. Those capital X's are going to kill me. So I'm going to do 5x times x minus 4 plus 3x times x minus 1. And I'm going to make it bigger so everyone can see. Sorry. So everyone in class can see. It's on my smart board. It's a little small up there. Okay, distribute out. I know what my common denominator is. I'm not going to write it because I don't have a lot of room yet. So I've got 5x squared minus 20x plus 3x squared minus 3x. Combine my like terms. 8x squared minus 23x. If I factor out, I can factor out an x, and I get 8x minus 23. This really doesn't do me a lot of good, but x minus 1 times x minus 4. Done. There's my answer. And I think everybody got that in the chat box. So good job. Do you turn off? I haven't been turning off your camera, no, so I don't know what's going on. Sorry. Okay, next one. I can actually simplify this term before I add, because if I factor a 2 out of here, I get n plus 3, and then that 2 goes into 4 2 times, and then I don't have to do as much. So this term actually becomes 2n, plus 2n over n plus 3. Then I don't have to simplify later, so I can get rid of that. And then I've got 4n times n plus 3 plus 2n times n minus 5. Does anybody have a question about what I just did there?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm just going to do it again, if that's okay. So I noticed that, in the denominator, I can factor a 2 out, right? And that becomes n plus 3. Are you okay with that?
Yeah.
So then there's a 2 out here, and 2 goes into 4 2 times. So this 2 goes away, and this becomes a 2. So this whole term right here becomes 2n over n plus 3.
Oh.
Right?
Yeah.
So instead of adding this original term, I'm going to add this term. Because then simplifying later will be, I won't have to, yes, there we go. Simplifying later will be easier. Okay? Did that answer? Are you good now? Mm-hmm. Awesome. Then I'm going to do exactly what I just got done doing, distribute and simplify. So we've got 4n squared plus 12n plus 2n squared minus 10n. And 6n squared plus 2n. And this time I think I can factor out a 2n. So I get 3n plus 1 all over n minus 5 times n plus 3. Still can't simplify it further. So there we go. Nice job. It looks like almost everybody that put that in got the same answer. Good job. Okay. You guys got it? We good? Awesome. Did you get that, Tua? Mm-hmm.
This is confusing.
Okay, what's wrong?
Well, it's just confusing. There's like nothing wrong. It's just confusing.
You have to tell me what part's confusing.
It's all confusing. But
So
if you for you to make it not confusing, we would have to go back to literally the beginning.
okay, so can I go back to the beginning on the next problem?
Sure.
I have not a problem going back to the beginning.
Oh,
Do you
okay.
realize that? No, because there's probably other people that are like, this is confusing too.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
And he's sitting right up here.
For good reasons.
Okay, so remember, Sam's here now. Remember, in order to add fractions that have different denominators, I have to get the same denominator. Are you okay with that?
Yes.
So one of the things you can do is, and I guess it's probably the easiest thing, is How do I want to say this, Emma? I guess first I want to see if I can simplify either of the fractions first. That's what I want to do first. And if I look at this fraction, I can certainly simplify this fraction quite a bit. Do you guys see that? Because there's a 3x in top, and then 3 goes into 6. If I factor out a 3x out of that, is that okay? So I can simplify that fraction really easily by doing this, and I'm going to come over here. So the top is going to be 3x, and out of the bottom, I can factor a 6x times, that would be x plus 1. Are you okay with that? Mm-hmm. So we're okay with that step?
Yeah.
Okay, so this x and that x go away, right?
Yeah.
And this 3 goes into 6 2 times. So I can actually rewrite that as 1 over 2 times x plus 1. Are you okay with that one?
Yeah, then wouldn't you like distribute the 2?
You can, but I'm going to leave it. It's okay if I leave it as factored.
Okay.
Okay, minus 3 divided by 2. Okay? So now I'm going to subtract fractions. In order to subtract fractions, I have to have a common denominator, right? So what's my common denominator this time? Well, I have to have everything that's in this denominator, which would be 2, let's come down here, 2 times x plus 1, right? Are you okay with that?
Yeah.
And then do I have everything that's in this denominator? Well, yeah, but I only have a 2, so there's already a 2 in my common denominator. Are we okay with that?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to ask you each step so I find out where you're confused at.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Okay.
Okay, so now in this fraction, now we're just going to look at each one individually. Okay, so in this one right here, do I need anything in this denominator that's, okay, hold on. How do I want to say this, Emma? Aya.
I don't know.
Is there anything in my common denominator that's not in this one? That's how I want to say that. No. So I don't need to multiply by anything. Okay, so I'm just going to get 1 minus, is there anything in this denominator, in my common denominator that's not in this one? Yep, so I'm going to multiply by x plus 1.
Okay.
So this becomes, is it okay if I just distribute from here?
Sure.
So I've got a negative 3 distributed into here, right? So that would be negative 3x minus 3. Everyone okay with that? Okay, then I'm just going to simplify it now from there. So that's going to be, what is that going to be? Negative 3x minus 2 all over, I should have written it down one more line, 2 times x plus 1. And basically that's all I did on the above ones, only I just took some steps out. I just did it faster. Okay, so you can slow it down and do it exactly the same way. Does that make sense a little better?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So we're going to do the same thing over here. Okay. Do I need to pause for a second? I'm so sorry. Everyone okay?
On the next one, can you do it like that one where you went step by step again?
Certainly I can. Okay, so again, I noticed in the first fraction I can simplify it, right? I can simplify this down by taking a 6 out of everything. Is everyone okay with that? So let's come up here. So I can take, this can be 6, and then I can factor a 6 out and an x out. 6 out, ooh, that was ugly. Let me rewrite that. I can factor a 6x out, and I get, what do I get? X minus 5? Yeah, x minus 5.
Negative 30x.
Well, if I factor a 6x out of negative 30x, I get left with 5, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And then the 6's go away. So this new term is going to be 1 all over x times x minus 5 minus 3 over x minus 5. Okay? So now I want to know what my common denominator is. So I'm going to use everything that's in this denominator, which is going to be x times x minus 5. Okay. Then my question becomes, is there anything in this denominator that I need to add to my common denominator?
Wait, what?
Is there anything in this one, the second one, that's not already in my common denominator, which is this one? No, there's not, right? Okay, so I'm done with finding my common denominator. Now the second question is there anything in here, in my common denominator, that's not in this one,
Defining which one?
the first one,
What's the first
Next.
this one right here?
one? Oh.
Is there anything in this one that's not in this one?
Negative 3x.
There's a negative 3x?
That's what I found.
So, hold on. We're not there yet, Zach.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Sorry. So, yeah, you're ahead. So is there anything in this one that's not in this denominator? No, so I have to have a 1. Yes? So the 1 just stays the same. Now, what's in this denominator that this one needs?
An X.
An x. So I'm going to multiply by x. So I got negative 3x. This one's much simpler than the other one because there's no like terms to combine. So I'm going to write it with my x first because that's what I do. And we're done. That's it. Negative 3x plus 1 divided by x times x minus 5.
Well, where did you get the?
Thank you, that made a lot more sense.
Yeah,
Well, where did the x come from for negative 3x?
because look at this denominator right here, Aya. See, it's only got an x minus 5. And my common denominator is x times x minus 5. So this one needs an x. So I'm going to multiply everything in here. You should multiply by, I should have written it this way. X over x, it's a 1, right? So it's not going to change it. So 3 times x is 3x.
Okay.
Okay?
That makes more sense.
All right. Everyone okay with that?
Yeah.
Emma, was that better? Okay. Just so you guys know, I have not a problem going over stuff again and again, right? Till you guys get it, right? Those of you who've had me should know that.
Yeah.
Okay. He should have known that, by the way. Okay, so we're moving on, and I'm assuming, just so you guys know, we're not going to get done with the lesson today. Because we only have an hour, right? And class gets over at 12:40, and it's 12:07, and there's no way we're going to get through all 4 pages today. So we'll do as far as we get today, and then we'll finish tomorrow. So there probably will be no homework today. It'll just be tomorrow. Are you guys okay with that? Okay, awesome.
I did already.
Zach, you already did it. Yeah, you're just super. Good job, Zach. So you just won't have any homework tomorrow. Good job. Okay. So now instead of adding or subtracting, we're going to solve. Now we've put an equal sign in there, and we need to solve to find out what x equals. Okay, so we're just changing up. By the way, before I move on, sorry, there will be a checkpoint on Monday over the adding, subtracting, multiplying, dividing. It'll just be all on one checkpoint, okay? So it'll be add, subtract, multiply, divide, and I'll put it up Wednesday, probably Tuesday night. I can't swear Tuesday night because I have a game Tuesday night, so it just depends on
So
how
Monday,
busy it is.
Tuesday.
Huh? Well, if you do it Wednesday night, it'll be ready Wednesday.
Oh.
Not Wednesday night. It'll be ready Wednesday.
So do Monday, but you can do it.
Yeah. Anytime from Wednesday to Monday.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so you have from if I post it for Wednesday, you have until Monday to do it. Yeah? Okay. All right. And I hope you guys saw your grades because some of them were not good, so please get some work done. Yes, I did Friday, I think. So, okay, so basically, this is how I think about solving rationals. I hate fractions, right? How many of you guys like fractions? None of you, right? So I want to get rid of the fractions, okay? So that's what I think about when I do this. I just want to get rid of the fractions. So what I'm going to do is multiply this whole thing by my common denominator. So can you guys tell me what number does both 10 and 15 go into?
5.
I don't want a number that goes into both of them. I want a number that both of them go into. Somebody said it, what?
30.
30. Oh, good, Jordy. And somebody else on here said it. 30, right? 30 they both go into 30. So I'm going to multiply everything. Notice there's a parenthesis around everything. I'm going to distribute that 30 through everything. So I'm going to go here, here, and here. So I get 30x divided by 10 plus 30x divided by 15 equals 30. And I know I'm doing this to get rid of my fractions, but I have to simplify first, right? So give me just one more chance before the fractions are gone, okay? So what's 30 divided by 10? 3. So I've got 3x. Plus 30 divided by 15. 2. Equals 30. No more fractions. How was that, right? Not too bad? Okay. So then I get 5x equals 30. Divide by 5. Now you guys know how to do this problem, right? It's just a linear equation. You guys already know how to solve this. X is going to equal 6. Yep, done. Okay. Karen, I think she's already been in here. Oh, no. Okay. Okay. So now we're going to try the next one. Whew. Now I need a common denominator between 3x and 6. So what do 3x and 6 go into? No, not what goes into them. 6 what? 3 and 6 go into 6, but what about x?
6x.
There you go. 6x. 6x. Okay. So then I'm going to do exactly the same thing. I'm going to distribute my 6x through everything, right? So distribute, distribute, distribute. So that gives me 12x divided by 3 minus 6x divided by x equals 30x divided by 6. Okay, questions? Everyone okay so far? Questions online?
Are you getting this just from the denominator?
Just from the denominator, right. It's a common, so I'm multiplying by the common denominator. Okay? So 3 goes into 12x, 4x times, minus my x's go away, so I get left with minus 6. And 6 goes into 30, 5x times. Now it's a linear equation. You guys know how to solve this, right? Subtract 4x. And I get negative 6 equals x. Questions? Not too bad? Are we okay? All right, now it's your turn. I think we have 2 questions at the top of the next page that are labeled A and B. Yep. So you guys go ahead and do those ones. And that's so crazy. Okay, so 5 seconds. Look at that. Good timer. Stop. Okay, so my common denominator for the first one is, what is my common denominator for the first one? 15x. And I'm going to tell you, I did not multiply 15 times 12. I know, but because I'm going to simplify it earlier, so why multiply it out and then unmultiply it when I'm going to simplify it? If it's some great big huge number, I'm just going to leave it multiplied like this. I'm going to write it this way. 12 times 15x divided by 15 minus 15x divided by 3x equals 4 times 15x divided by 5. So I don't have to multiply them together, you guys. I can leave them unmultiplied and simplify, and then multiply after I simplify, right? Because the multiplication is usually easier after you simplify. Does that make sense? So on this one, my 15s go away, and I get left with 12x. See how much simpler that was? Instead of multiplying 12 times 15 and then dividing by 15 again. Okay. On this one, the x's go away, and then I believe that's negative 5. And then on this one, 5 goes into 15, 3 times, which is just beautiful, and that equals 12x. And then, yeah? No one said anything? Okay. Subtract 12x, and I get negative 5 equals 0, which is not true. So that is no solution. Yeah, perfect. Questions? Okay, you guys are awesome.
Thanks.
Most of you guys are awesome.
I know. It's me.
Okay, on the second one, my common denominator is,
Say and 0.
I said it does not equal 0.
Oh, I thought that was a little. Yeah.
My little and sign that looks all crazy. Yeah, no, and not equal to. Okay, my common denominator on this one is 8x, so I'm going to distribute. And I've got 3 times 8x divided by 4 minus 8x divided by x equals 7 times 8x divided by 8. So 2 goes into 8 2 times. My x's go away, my 8's go away. I just did it all at once, sorry. And that leaves, let's see, 6x, I believe, minus 8 equals 7x. Subtract 6x equals x. Negative 8 equals
So you
x.
just got 6x by timing 3 times 2, right?
Yeah,
Okay. I was just making sure I caught that.
that's awesome.
Thanks.
You're welcome. Now the video recordings will have a little bit more interesting conversation.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's what I'll say tomorrow.
oh. That's okay. I'll talk to her tomorrow when she comes in. I'll be like, where were you yesterday? You weren't in class. So now we're just doing the exact same thing. We're just getting a little more complicated, right? Each step gets a little more complicated. So we're still multiplying by my common denominator, which 45.
Miss Campbell, nothing to let her in.
Oh. Late. It's only no solution. No, it's only no solution if I get 0 equaling some other number. If it was 0 equaling 0, then it would be all solutions. She's talking to somebody else. Okay, I'll talk to her when she's not busy. So 45 is my common denominator. So I'm going to distribute 45 through, right? And I can write it out. I can write it out like I have been writing it out, right, with the fraction. Or I can do this. So I want you guys to pay attention because I'm going to take a shortcut. I want you guys to pay attention. How many times does 3 go into 45?
I don't know.
15.
15.
Yeah.
So that means I have 15 times x plus 1. I'm just getting rid of the fraction right now. Okay? And how many times does 5 go into 45?
9.
Oh, Karen, sorry, let me answer this question really quick. So I got the 45 because it's my common denominator. So I'm choosing the common denominator. Does that make sense, Karen? It's the number that all 3 of them go into. Okay, great. Okay, so she's still busy. So 5 goes into 45. I think somebody said 9 times. So I'm going to take 9 times x minus 4. And 9 goes into 45 5 times? Times 2x. And now I can distribute everything, and now I have just a linear equation. Is that green hard to see back there, honey?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll change it
Is the,
tomorrow.
like after the parentheses before the 5, is that a plus or a?
here
What's an X?
or here?
No, the first one.
Here?
Yeah.
That's x. 9 times x minus 4. Here, I'll change that. I'll just change right now. Is the blue easier to see? Okay.
Can you see it?
Well, I'm kind of blind.
Okay. Then why'd you sit in the back?
It's okay, I'm getting you prescriptions tomorrow.
Oh, okay. So I've got 15x plus 15 plus 9x minus 36 equals 10x. Okay. Ugh, this is ugly. So now I'm going to combine all my terms, I guess, by subtracting 9x and subtracting 9x, subtracting 15x. $15 minus 36. Negative. What, honey? Go ahead.
On the
Yeah, go ahead.
first part,
This part?
where it's green,
Yes.
um,
Did I multiply something wrong?
15x plus what?
15. Because I'm distributing 15 through x plus 1.
Oh,
And 15 times x is 15x, and 15 times 1 is 15.
okay.
Are you okay? Are you,
Yeah.
Okay.
I just
couldn't tell that it was a 15?
until it was a one.
Can you go fill up my water bottle?
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay. So 15 minus 36. 21. I think it's 21. I'm going to check. 36 minus 21. Really? 36 minus, minus 15. 21. Yeah, okay, good. And then I've got 1 negative 4. Okay. 10 minus 9, 10 minus 9 minus 15. Negative 14. Ooh, this is going to be negative 14x. It's going to be an ugly answer. Divided by negative 14. X is going to equal 3/2. Questions?
Wait, where did 21 come from?
21 came from 15 minus 36.
Oh, okay.
Justin. Are you okay with that?
Yeah.
Anybody? Questions? We're going to do another one, so don't freak out yet. Okay?
See, I feel like I'm actually learning now.
Now that you're in school.
Yeah, now that I'm actually physically here.
And you're not copying off of anybody else?
Jeez. I'm leaving now.
Well, I told Janae that you were learning and doing really well, and she says, "Oh, he copied off me all last year." I'm like, yeah, he could have done it on his own.
Yeah, I really could have. I just really just didn't want to.
So she was upset at you.
It's okay.
Okay, so this one's a little harder because my common denominator is much uglier, right? So this is my common denominator, and I'm not going to simplify it yet. I'm just going to write them all out. My common denominator is going to be x minus 1 times 10, parenthesis, times 2x minus 2. Everything that's in the denominator. I know, right?
Why?
Why not?
Could you explain why?
Yeah, honey, what's a common denominator? It's
Why
something,
does it have to be all the?
because it's something that everything in the denominator goes into.
Isn't 10 in the denominator?
But then this one wouldn't go in, this one needs to be in the denominator, right? Oh, let me highlight.
The one that the X.
This needs to go in there, and this needs to go in there.
So wait, so does it have to go then.
Oh, hold on. Let me, actually, we can make it a little simpler. A little simpler.
Not even a lot.
No. Because this one factors out to 2 times x minus 1, right? Are you okay with that?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, it does. So, sorry I didn't see that at first.
Wait,
Sometimes, you
wait,
know.
question.
Yes, go ahead.
So could it be like 10x minus 1? Could that be the common denominator?
It cannot be 10x minus 1.
Why?
Because there's not a 10x minus 1 in my denominator.
Well, like, okay, I'm just confused then.
So I think what you're saying is 10 times x minus 1.
Yeah, that.
Okay, so yes. Okay.
So that can be the common
Yes, it can be. It can't be 10x minus 1. Do you see the difference?
Yeah.
Okay. So, yes, it can be 10 times x minus 1 because I need this in my common denominator, right?
Yeah.
And then I need a 10 in there, right? And then I'm going to look at this denominator and see what's in here, see if it's in my common denominator. Is x minus 1 in my common denominator?
Yes.
Is 2 in my common denominator?
Yes.
Yeah, because it's in 10,
Yeah.
right? So it's all in there. So yes, it can be 10 times x minus 1.
So glad I questioned.
Good. I know. I would have caught it eventually.
I know.
Sometimes I'm a little slow. It's the blonde hair. Okay, it's not blonde anymore, but you know, hey. Okay, so I'm going to distribute everything out, okay? So we're going to do exactly what we just got done. Distribute everything out. And it's 3 times 10 times x minus 1. All over x minus 1. Plus 3 times 10 times x minus 1 all over 10 equals 5 times 10 times x minus 1 all over 2 times x minus 1. Right? Questions? No, we're okay so far? Now I'm going to get rid of my fractions, right? So I've got an x minus 1 and an x minus 1. No more denominator in that one. 10 and 10, no more denominator in that one. And then x minus 1, 2 goes into 10 5 times. Are you guys doing okay at home? At home. Okay, this will be you guys tomorrow. Please still ask questions, because I will answer questions, by the way. You don't have to be in person to ask questions. So I've got what was that?
Easier.
To ask what you could turn on your mic and talk to me.
Not the same.
30. And then I'm going to distribute the 3, right? 3 times x is 3x. And 3 times negative 1 is negative 3. And that equals 25. 5 times 5. Any questions? So that big ugly thing simplified to that. Nice, right?
Yeah.
I know. Okay, so I'm going to subtract 30, it looks like, and add 3. So I get 3x equals negative 5 plus 3 is negative 2. Negative 5 plus 3 is negative 2. That is correct. And then divide by 3. Ooh, I'm going to run out of room. And x is going to equal negative 2/3. Whew. 32. 40. Yes, we're going to do these 2 problems, and then we're going to call it a day. So you do, okay. All right, let's get these 2 done, and then we'll finish the rest tomorrow. Okay? So my common denominator, I think, is 24. Sounds about right, right? So 4 goes into 24 6 times. So that should be 6 times x minus 5. And 6 goes into 24 4 times. So that should be 4 times x plus 6. And 8 goes into 24 3 times. So that's 3 times 5x. Distribute. 6x minus 30 plus 4x plus 24 equals 15x. And that gives me 10x minus 6 equals 15x. I think that's right. That's right. Minus 6, right?
Sure.
Okay. Minus 10x minus 10x. Negative x equals 5x. Divide by 5. And x is going to equal negative 6/5. Oh, that was pretty good. Whew, 2 minutes. Okay. I know. 6t. 6t. So I've got 6t over 3t plus 6t over t equals 6t over 2. So the t's go away, and this makes a 2. The t's go away, and this makes a 3. So I think this is 2 plus 6 equals 3t. 8 equals 3t. Divide by 3. T equals 8/3. How was that? Is that right? Did I get him right?
I didn't do it. So
Yes. I know. Did I get him right? You know, sometimes I make mistakes, so everyone who's had me knows this.
It's pretty fun.
Yeah, you got it right.
Hi, Jenny. I make mistakes. Jenny's like, she does. Okay, we will finish the rest of this tomorrow. So if you, unlike Zach, most of you haven't started your homework yet, so you don't have to work on it until tomorrow, okay? And then I'll have some more notes printed for those of you who come in tomorrow, unless you just bring in your notes or whatever. I don't know.
I got some notes down. Take them.
Honey, what do you think I've been doing online? These are notes.
I got them
Oh, my Lanta. Oh, my Lanta. No. I look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow and seeing your beautiful faces online.
Any more math problems?
Do I have what, Zach?
Any more besides two bottom?
No. Because there will be days, like when we're in class regularly, you know how at the end of some classes we work on homework? We work on homework. Yeah. Yeah. You're welcome, guys. Have a good day. It was nice seeing you. Now I got to go spray down all the tables.
Let's go. Have fun.
Bye, guys. Thanks.
Miss Campbell?
Yes, Emma.
Because I got tested on Wednesday, do I have to do something again tomorrow?
No. What they did is they gave us these little names of people who tested on Wednesday, and then they give us these little wristbands to give you when you come in, and then you wear them.
Okay, cool.
So if you have it, you don't have to test, because if you came in Wednesday or Saturday, you won't have to test again.
Awesome, cool.
Wait, Matthew, what side are we supposed to walk on in the hall?
Right.
You alright?
Yes.
If you're not actively moving to talk.
There's arrows on the floor.
I know, I'm taking a dumb quiz. Our teacher making us take a quiz on these COVID guidelines.
Honey, you're gonna go over that you're gonna do it tomorrow in Canva in Connections.
Oh, this?
Yes.
No, but this is for.
Yes, it's Connections class. You're gonna go over it in Connections tomorrow.
Oh, so do I have to take it right now?
No. Oh, stop sharing.
Oh, okay.
You're gonna do all that in Connections tomorrow.
Hey, Campbell, what floor is Miss Lopez on? That's my connection.
Do you know what room she is in?
No, she hasn't reached out to us yet because she says she's busy.
Look at your schedule, Nia.
What schedule?
Oh, my Lanta. Empower teacher. Let's see.
Yeah,
Yes.
it doesn't show my connection.
Hold on. Nia. Tavinia. Connections, room 3011. So you're on the 3rd floor.
Okay. Thanks, Campbell.
Okay. You're welcome.
Campbell, so we have first lunch or second lunch? Sorry, I wasn't really.
That's okay. We have second lunch, honey.
Second lunch, okay. I wanted
Yep.
to make sure because I think I came in a little late, to be honest.
You did. It's okay.
Yeah, that's what I thought because my mom was like, "What time do you have lunch at?" And I was like, "I think I still have like 30 minutes." She's like, let's go get lunch real quick." And I was like, "Sure."
Yeah. We have second lunch.
Second lunch, okay. I wanted to make sure. All right, sounds good. Well, see you tomorrow then. Miss
Okay.
Campbell.
All right, honey. See you tomorrow.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Oh, good heck. Hey, are you okay? Are you going to be able to pay for it? Do you want me to pay for it? Okay. But you're going to be in, okay. 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 Love you. Bye. Oh. Okay. Okay, there it is. Timer. I thought more people were coming in class on this day. Very disappointed. Oh, Isaac didn't come. Karen, Rachel, and Sam, and Dylan. Tanya, Justin, Mitchie. Okay. Get shareable link. Bum 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 ba dum bum bum. Get shareable link. Oh, nope, this one. Paste. Done. Beautiful. Save. And my glasses are all foggy. All right. What is this class? A3. Oh, Eric did all his homework too. And Dylan and Zach, Eden and Nia. You did all your homework. Already.
No, I didn't do it.
Scholar.
Zach, you did.
I know.
You're just a scholar. You're so cute. No, I said you didn't have to do it until today.
I already got today.
You had did it before I said that. Way to stay on top of your homework, though. You guys realize on March 25th you're done with this class, right? March 26th.
Really?
Yeah,
What?
that's the end of the term.
That's crazy.
I know. I'm gonna miss all of you guys.
Oh, stop it.
Oh, you're still coming back after March to do our fundraising for volleyball.
Oh, for real?
Yeah,
Alright.
we're gonna do a serve-a-thon. So we can get money for your new uniforms that you wore this year.
Alright. What month are we doing that?
Probably April.
Okay.
We're not gonna start spring training till after spring break.
Okay.
So there's no boys volleyball this year.
What?
Yeah, they they won't do the league because they can't do test to play like they are doing. Like our school will test they would test them, right? Because they would just do it. But the other schools won't even let them practice in their gyms.
That's annoying.
They have to rent gyms to practice. So, but our school is our school and they love us, so. So the boys, so there's no way to do the test to play protocol. So there's no season this year. But they're still gonna vote on if we get sanctioned next year or not. Cross your fingers.
Hopefully.
So that would be good. Okay, let's do this. Okay, so as I look at the first one, can you guys tell me something about the first A? What do you notice, first of all?
Same denominator.
Same denominator. So in order for them to be equal, the numerators have to be equal, right? If my denominator is the same, this one's the easiest. Because if my denominator is the same, then in order for them to be equal, the only thing that has to be equal is the numerators. So I can say x minus 1 equals 2. X has to equal 3. Done. If my denominators are the same. But if I would have cross multiplied, guess what? I would have got the same answer. Who cross multiplied and didn't get that answer? Did you get that answer?
Yeah.
Yeah? Mm-hmm. So I could have crossed.
That's the easier way.
Yeah, because it's the same denominator.
Wait, so
Yeah. If it's the same denominator, you guys, the numerator, in order for them to be equal, the top has to be the same.
so
Right?
When the denominator is the same, then we can do that.
If I have one fraction equaling one fraction, that's the only case.
Oh, okay.
Okay? Then I can just set the tops equal to each other.
Okay.
Okay?
Oh, okay.
Does that make sense now?
Okay.
It's like, okay, that makes sense now. Okay.
Can we do
So-
the next one?
Oh, is that okay? Oh, like I got some O's online too. Good. So, yeah, we're going to do the next one. So on this one, again, I have a fraction equaling a fraction, so I can cross multiply. So I get 5 times 5t minus 2 equals 4t times 7. Well, I'm probably going to get a really ugly fraction. So 25t minus 10 equals 28t. So minus 25t, actually it's not that bad. Minus 25t, negative 10 equals 3t. Divide by 3. T is going to equal negative 10 divided by 3. Nice job, you guys. Questions?
Okay.
Are we okay with that?
Yeah.
All right. So now we're going to get to more scary problems.
Oh, this one's
Scarier problems, right? Because I tried to go from the easiest to the... I tried. So we're getting a little harder now. So again, we want to find my common denominator, just like what we did yesterday. And we're going to multiply by the common denominator. So what's my common denominator between x minus 2, x, and x?
X.
Put them together.
X squared.
X times x minus 2. Okay, so I need everything that's in this. So let me highlight this. I need everything that's in this denominator, right, which is the x minus 2. And then I'm going to look at the next denominator, and I'm going to say, what's in this denominator that I need? Well, x, right? And then I'm going to look at this one. I'm going to say, what's in this denominator that I need? Well, I already have the x, so I have everything that I need for my common denominator. Are you okay?
Wait.
What?
Wait, what did you do?
So I started out with this one. I said, I need this in my common denominator. And then I went to my next denominator. I said, is this in my common denominator? No, it's not. What's in my common denominator is x minus 2. X minus 2 is not the same as x, right? So I need an x in there. And then I went to this one. I said, do I already have an x in there? Yeah, I do. So I don't need anything else.
Okay.
So that's how I got my common denominator. Okay? So now I'm going to multiply it like I did yesterday, right? Multiply by everything. So I get 50 times x minus 2. Sorry, I'm going to write kind of small. I can zoom in if you guys need me to a little bit. X minus 2 minus 16 times x minus 2 all over x equals 30 times x minus 2 all over x. And then I'm going to make ones, right? So I've got this is gone and that's gone. My x's are gone here and my x's are gone here. So that gives me, what does that give me? 50x minus 16x plus 32. 16 times 16, yeah, 32 equals 30x minus 60. Whew. I know. I distributed along the way. Are you guys okay with that? Questions on how I distributed? You guys at home okay? Okay. You guys, when you're in class, you ask much more questions.
Yeah.
Why? It's not like you can't ask at home. Is it because you type too slow? You could turn on your volume and talk to me. Just saying. You can just talk to me. It's nice when people talk to me. I don't feel like I'm alone. So I'm going to subtract 30x and subtract 30x. And then I'm going to subtract 32. Woo! Okay. So what do I get left on this side? So that would be 20x minus 16 is 4x. I have 4 x's left. It's going to equal negative 92. Oh my Lanta. I got to get out my calculator for this one. 92 divided by 4. Oh, okay. X is going to equal negative 23. Oh, sorry. I forgot to show that step. My bad. Divide by 4. X is going to equal negative 23. Questions? Ugly. Not as ugly as it's going to get, just so you guys know. He's like, oh, sorry. The homework doesn't get very ugly, though. I'm just going to tell you. It doesn't. All right. So before we do number 2, what do you think I need to do? I wish. Factor. What am I going to factor?
The denominator.
Right. Well, I can only factor one denominator, but yes, I'm going to factor the denominators. So I'm going to factor this denominator, and I think it factors to x plus 4 and x minus 2. Okay. So I want to find my common denominator. Woo, so I need an x minus 3. And I need an x plus 4. And what do I need out of this one, the last one? X minus 2. What is that bell? Oh, that must be the end of first lunch bell. Wow, I got to get used to those bells again.
Weird, huh?
I know, it seems so weird. Lunch bells. Oh, so weird just to have bells again.
Just hearing it and actually sitting here writing your notes.
Oh, so weird. Huh?
Would the X minus 2 go next?
Yeah, I just didn't have room. Sorry, it would go. I mean, up there it shows, see, like here, there's no room on my iPad. Up there, there's room. There's no room on my iPad. So, sorry. The screen is smaller here. So, now, you guys, I'm going to really confuse you because there's really not enough room to write that out 3 times. Right? It's a lot, right? So, on the first one, what can I get rid of? X minus 3, right? So I'm left with 3 times x plus 4 and x minus 2, right? No denominator. Okay? And in the second one, what can I get rid of? X plus 4. Yeah, good. So I get left with x minus 3 times x minus 2. Is that right? Yeah. And then, oh, my Lanta, 5x. And I get rid of an x minus 2, both of them. So I'm only left with x minus 3. Whew. I thought we were going to have a cube in a minute, cube for a minute, and I was going to be really unhappy. Okay. So, but we're not. We're good. So now I have to multiply all this out. So I think I'm going to multiply the parentheses out first and then multiply my number through. So I'm going to do 3 times x squared minus 2x plus 4x minus 8 plus 5 times x squared minus 2x minus 3x plus 6 equals 5x squared minus 15x. Please let me know if I make a mistake. It's entirely possible. Okay, so 3x squared. And if I combine my like terms together, I get 2x. And 2x times 3 is 6x. Minus 24, no x's. Plus 5x squared. And that's negative 5x, right? So that'd be negative 25x plus 30 equals 5x squared minus 15x. Is that right?
Yeah.
Did I do it right? Mm-hmm. Did you even check, or are you just saying that?
No, I'm being so serious.
Somehow.
Jeez,
Somehow.
Wow, look, it actually did the word.
Okay, I'm going to combine all my like terms on the left hand of the, don't laugh at me, on the left hand side of the equation. So I think that's, what is it? 8x squared minus 19x plus 6 equals 5x squared minus 15x. And if I subtract 5x squared, I'm going to add 15x squared plus 15x. Am I going to run out of room to write? Oh no, I have a few more lines. Okay, great. So I have 3x squared minus 4x plus 6 equals 0. Holy moly, Oli. Okay. Where? Oh my gosh. Zach, don't do that to me. Okay.
What could be wrong?
It's entirely possible.
Hold on. How does working do?
He's going to check to make sure I did it right.
OMG, Campbell, how about when I was getting tested? They literally swabbed the heck out of my nose. Like, they literally, I thought they were going to go further out.
No need to go that far or that like that.
Okay, I'm going to try and factor this because I really don't want to do the quadratic formula.
It's time to go home.
You guys okay with that? I really hate the quadratic formula.
Question.
Huh?
Dumb question.
Okay.
So which one do you multiply to get to, and then which one do you add to?
Well, because this is not 1, you can't do that.
Okay.
Sorry. It's not a dumb question.
Well, I mean,
But if this was 1, if that 3 wasn't there, it would be multiply to be 6, add to be 4. It multiplies to be the number without a variable and adds to be the one with the x. Yeah. Okay. So now I need to find out factors of 6. So 2 and 3, right? I just want it to add to be 4, but I have a feeling it's not going to add to be 4.
How come?
Yeah, but if I did 1 and 6, 6 times 3 is 18 plus 1, that doesn't work. And then 1 times 3 and 6, that doesn't work either, right? Because that's not 4 either. So 2 and 3, 2 times 3 is 6, minus 3 is 3. I don't think it works. I think we're going to have to do the quadratic formula.
Oh, I hate it.
I do too. Can I cry now? I know. I do like math. I just don't, for some reason, I've never liked the quadratic formula.
It's hard.
It's not really hard, it's just long.
Yeah.
And this problem's already long enough. Okay, so the quadratic formula, just in case you don't remember, says,
Did you make this problem?
Yes, you did.
See?
you know how long I've had this problem on this, I've been doing this lesson I've been doing college prep math for almost 4 or 5 years now. This same problem has been on there for that long.
And you don't want to skip it?
No.
You just want to keep...
Minus b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. Hey, if Fusi can do this problem, you can do this problem.
You're right.
I know. Okay, so that's the quadratic formula, if you guys forgot it. Minus b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. And no, I don't sing a cute little song because I never learned it that way.
Why?
I don't know. Yeah, Pop Goes the Weasel. And actually there's other songs out there now. You can Google it on, there's tons of songs to learn this too, like pop songs, country songs. I'm like, okay, No, I just memorize it.
Rumble, we know you're the one who sings the country ones.
So I've got x equals minus a negative 4 plus or minus the square root of negative 4 squared minus 4 times 3 times 6 all over 2 times 3. And then we're going to get 4 plus or minus the square root of 16 minus 12 times 6, 72? 12 times 72. All divided by 6. Whew. Okay, 4, I'm starting to write smaller. I'm so sorry. Plus or minus the square root of, I don't know. 72 minus 16. 56. Minus 56. I think 56 is divisible by 4. It is. Divided by 6. This is such an ugly answer. I'm so sorry. X, because I can. Go ahead, ask again.
8 times 8 is 64.
64 isn't even on here.
No, I was just trying to memorize my math skills again.
Oh, my Lanta. So 56 is 4 times 14. So the square root of 4 is 2. The square root of a negative is I. Square root of 14 divisible by 6. Divisible by 6. Wow. And then 4, 2, and 6 can be divided by 2. So it'd be 2 plus or minus I square root 14 divided by 3. Ugly, ugly, ugly answer. But that's it. Yeah, I know. Sorry.
Oh my gosh.
I told you you were wrong.
I'm not wrong.
I know, I was kidding.
I'm not wrong. I am right. Dang it.
Period.
Period.
No, you say it, but yeah.
Okay.
Period. Okay, you guys have 2 problems. Go.
Which one?
A and B.
I did them already.
Oh, so A is
Oh, great. Then you can do them on the board.
I'm kidding. I'm a dog. No dog boy.
A is like number 1.
Yes. And B is like number 2. I know. Sorry, you guys. That one was, I don't think B is that bad. I'm going to do it, though. I'm going to do B on my own. See how bad it is. But I tried to pick a better one. Let's see.
Try to kill us with math.
I know, right?
We have not yet begun to kill you with math. Oh no, this one's much easier. Oh, wow, this one's super easy. Okay. I wonder where Aya is today.
Wait, is he not in class on Zoom?
And I don't have his number. You can text him though. Like he texted you yesterday. And I texted you. He was like, wait, you have Nia's number? I'm like, yeah.
Let me text him and see where he's at.
I was like, didn't you realize that every time I texted him first quarter, every time I texted her first quarter? Maybe he doesn't realize that. I think I told everyone yesterday you're supposed to be in class on Zoom if you're.
Yeah, you did.
I did, didn't I? Thanks, Emma. Thanks for helping me remember. You know, I'm getting old. I can't remember anything anymore.
Old.
I'm gonna be 53 soon.
That's
What?
not old.
Yeah.
You're not old.
No, I work with
How- you're older than my
9-year-olds.
parents?
9-year-olds with dementia.
Sometimes I feel like I have dementia.
It's so funny
It's-
to talk to people with dementia. So funny.
It's a selective dementia.
That's my new favorite thing.
I choose what I want to remember and what I don't want to remember. I don't want to remember our horrible season this year.
Wow, you call that horrible?
Really? We missed 4 weeks of it.
Oh, I know. We missed like 6 of our games.
I know.
That's not fair for us.
And just as soon as we started getting good, we had to go into quarantine.
That was annoying. Very, very
It was horrible. How do you like my little dividers in here, you guys?
annoying. And for what? Just kidding.
Really, you're not supposed to touch anything more than necessary.
Whoops.
Jeez.
Campbell, you still have that hot dog?
Yeah. You gave that to me
From
at senior night. Mhm.
I remember. I was like, what the heck? She still has it.
Yeah.
Love.
Flowers.
That's crazy.
What, did you think I would throw it away?
Yeah?
You gave it to me.
Wow.
So if I give you something, you throw that away?
Actually, most of the stuff up there is from students.
Okay, I'm gonna give you the first. Let's go.
Oh, my Lanta, Zach. Look, I have graduation announcements up that people have given me.
Mine better be right smack in the middle.
No, you should have the far end.
I have.
My least favorite.
Hey. So fuck that.
Okay, I forgot to set the timer, but are you guys done?
Yes.
You guys at home, do we have any answers? You haven't done anything, so how can you be done? Yeah, with the 2 that I did.
Campbell, those are the 2 that I did.
I feel
Look.
like there's a way to do this without multiplying everything else that I just did.
On B or A?
A. Like, 'cause then you get like negative 390.
No, you have to multiply everything out.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm not great.
No, you're not.
Okay.
Sorry. No, you're not.
So we did one a couple days ago that I multiplied everything out and you're like, you don't have
Oh,
to-
yeah, that was like when they were like, when it was just like on the bottom, there was just one term on the bottom, and then I could cross them off. But this one, you can't do that. Yeah.
But tell me, you have tattoo?
Huh?
You have a tattoo?
I have 5, I think.
One on her back, one on her ankle,
I'm trying to get another one.
One on my wrist,
wrist. Oh yeah, your wrist.
thigh,
Oh yeah.
calf.
Yeah.
Ankle, calf, thigh, wrist, back.
Nice. So I'm gonna do my second one. And do my leg.
Ooh, nice, Mitchie. I don't know if that's right, by the way.
Yeah, you should, Gary.
I do. Sorry, someone put an answer in the chat box. I have to acknowledge it.
Okay, now keep on.
Okay, So here we go. I'm going to multiply by my common denominator, which is t times t minus 5. So for the first one, I'm just going to have, don't have to multiply by, I can get rid of the t minus 5, right, and just multiply by t. Minus 18 times t minus 5, because the t's go away, equals 40 times t minus 5, because the t's go away. Oh, I need a parenthesis, sorry. T minus 5, because the t's go away. So sometimes you can skip that first step where I write it out with the denominators in there, right? If I can see what goes away easily. And sometimes I like doing that because it's nicer. So then I get 60t minus 18t plus, you guys that have it done, I didn't do this. What is it? 18 times 5?
It's 90.
90. Equals, oh yeah, 40t minus 200.
Yeah.
What, the minus 200?
I was just looking at it and I realized I put plus 18t instead of minus 18t.
Oh. So then I'm going to subtract 40t, and subtract 90. Woo.
You get 20t.
I get 2t equals negative 290. Divide. Do you know how I got 2t?
Yeah.
Okay. And t is going to equal negative 145. Beautiful.
Good job.
Huh?
I do not know how you got it.
Okay, so it's 60 minus 40 is 20, minus 18.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I put 8.
Okay, so that is 2t.
Castle, your hair's still purple.
Yeah? It's got a lot of growth though.
I know. I was surprised you haven't dyed it or cut it yet.
And it's not, I did, I cut like 5 inches off of it.
Again?
No, not again. But it's not falling out anymore, thank God.
I'm dead.
I found out what was wrong with it.
What?
My medications were off, so,
Oh.
yeah. So we got that fixed, so now my hair's not falling out, which I'm very thankful for. It was coming out by the handfuls. Like I could go like this and I'd just have a whole handful of hair.
Oh no.
That is not good for girls.
Yeah, well,
I know. I hate it.
Y minus 5, y minus 2. So my common denominator is y minus 5 and y minus 2. Okay, so I get left with, if I get rid of the top and the bottom, I get left with 3 with nothing left. And then 2 times the y minus 2 cancels out, so I get left with y minus 5. Plus 1 times the y minus 5s cancel out, and I get left with y minus 2. Distribute. 3 equals 2y minus 10 plus y minus 2. So add 10, add 2, which is add 12 altogether. So that's 15 equals 3y. Divide by 3. Y equals 5. Questions?
no ma'am.
Good job. Beautiful. Okay, I think we have 4 more problems.
Jeez.
25. How are we doing on time? 40. Hey, we are doing great. We're doing great on time. Oh my gosh, this problem's the same problem. Okay. So we don't have to do number 2. It means I only have to do 1 problem. You have to do 2 problems. Awesome.
No.
That's totally fair.
Ow.
So this factors to x minus 2 times x plus 2. And basically these last ones are just exactly the same as what we've been doing. So my common denominator is x minus 2 times x plus 2. So if my denominators, the x plus 2's cancel out, I get left with x plus 3 times x minus 2? Yes. Yes.
Did you do this again?
Huh?
I have the same problem. You have right there, you have one right here.
Minus x times, there's no times, because everything cancels out. I haven't done this problem before. The one on the next one over, number 2, I've done, and I'm not doing that one again. The x minus 2's cancel out. I have x, and I get left with x plus 2. X plus 2. Okay. Okay, distribute. And we get x squared minus 2x plus 3x minus 6 minus x equals, oh my Lanta, x squared plus 2x. I think my x squareds are going to cancel out, you guys. So x squared plus x minus 6 equals x squared plus 2x. Subtract x squared, subtract x squared, subtract x. Negative 6 equals, x squareds go away, x. Woo! That was nice that the x squareds canceled. Can you see the green from back there?
Not really.
No? Can you guys see it? Okay. I keep changing it and making it darker. That's why. It was much lighter yesterday. I can't see it from this angle at all. On my computer screen, I can see it great. Okay. So probably when you guys were on Zoom, you could see it great too.
It's icky.
Okay.
At least for me, but I have messed up eyes, so.
Okay, we're not doing number 2 because we already did it.
No, I thought you was good. I felt like you should do it.
Okay, go. Yeah.
One and only option. Sadly. I'm just kidding, I'm just kidding.
All right, Nia, I'm going to remember that.
I'm just kidding!
I think she would be picked up.
No! You know, Campbell's the only teacher I can learn math from.
And you
I'm being so serious, it's so hard for me to learn.
Okay, so I have an x in the denominator of my first one, so that'll be 3 times x plus 2. And I have x plus 2 in the denominator of the next one, so it should be 3 times x. Where'd the 3 come from? I was like, I don't remember that. Thank goodness I looked. X times x, sorry, equals 4 times, and both the denominators cross out. Okay. Sorry. Distribute.
right, but you made mess. Erase it, mess the one there.
Subtract 4, and I get, I'm going to write it in order now. X squared plus 3x plus 2 equals 0. Factor x plus 2, x plus 1 equals 0.
What does that mean, Campbell?
That beep, that means there's someone waiting in the waiting room.
Oh.
X equals -2 and -1. Now, remember when I said that you need to check? Oh, good. Yes, Mitchie, good. To make sure none of them will make your denominator 0. Well, look, if I plug -2 in here, what's going to happen to this denominator? To what? 0. So it can't be -2. So my answer for this one is only -1. Okay? It'll also make this denominator 0 also, but if it makes one of them 0, it doesn't, it's.
So, because you have x times x plus 2, you don't need to put an x squared?
Correct.
Okay, because that's where I was,
Yeah.
I was getting stuck as
Yeah.
that first.
That's why I always factor,
Okay.
right? So then it already has the x there and then the x plus 2. Okay? So factoring always helps cut it down a little bit. so you don't have to have so many. Okay, and then this next one we're going to factor 3 times. So this factors to x plus 3 times x plus 1, because there's only 2 numbers 3 multiplies to be. This factors to x plus 3 times x minus 3. And then this one factors to x minus 3 times x plus 1. Sorry. Zach, why are you coming into Zoom? Just because you want to?
Yeah.
You want to say hi to everyone in Zoom? Awesome. Okay. Zach wants to come say hi to you guys. He misses you. So, my common denominator. Yeah, you have to turn your. You have to mute yourself, or else it reverbs. So my common denominator is going to be x plus 3 times x plus 1. So what does this denominator have that my common denominator needs?
X plus 1.
This one.
Plus 3.
The x minus 3.
X
Yeah,
minus 3.
good. And what does this one have that my common denominator needs?
X plus 3.
This one's x minus 3. And x plus 1. We already got it in there.
Oh.
We got everything in there. So we've got everything now. Is that it? 40. Oh, 11:40, class is over.
What?
12:40, I mean. I don't know why I said 11:40. Okay, you guys have homework. Finish that. I will see you guys Thursday.
Friday.
Huh? Thursday. Well, I'll see you Thursday on Zoom. Okay, guys, bye. Sorry, I lost track of time. Class is over. Thanks, Moses. I totally lost track of time. I do this all the time. Bye, honey.
Bye.
Bye. Oh, I should. So 2x plus 5 times x minus 3, because that's what's not in the denominator. And then I get x plus 2 times what's not in the denominator is x plus 1, plus x minus 1 times what's not in the denominator is x plus 3. Then I distribute everything out. So let's see, I've got 2x squared minus 6x plus 5x minus 15 is going to equal x squared plus x plus 2x plus 2, and then x squared plus 3x minus 3. Combine all my like terms together and I get 2x squared minus x minus 15 is going to equal 2x squared plus 5x minus 1. And then if I subtract the 2 x's, they're going to cancel out. So I'm going to add x here. And then I'm going to add 1. And, oops. And then I'm going to get, let's see, what am I going to get? Negative 14 equals 6x. Divide by 6. And x is going to equal negative 7/3. And I believe some of you got that right in the chat. Mitchie and Jenny, good job. And that concludes the lesson. Thanks, guys. Bye.